Welcome to the Fitness Oracle Daily Show. I am your host, John Katsavos, and today is Weekly Wednesday Challenge. And we're going to talk about the effects of a heavy workout in the gym and how it keeps and helps your brain. The challenge, I'm going to push you guys. And the only way for me to do that is for you guys to be able to push yourself. So let's get into it. What happens to your brain? What happens to your brain when you start really working out heavy? I'm not talking about, you know, workout and, you push yourself a little bit. And no, I'm talking about to the point where your goal was to do 6 reps. You can do 4, but you need help on the last 2. That kind of heavy. So you've pushed yourself to your limit and you need help to get you to past that barrier where you thought your limit was. Your brain goes through changes. Other than the fact that serotonin is flushing your brain, giving you that high that you need, it's changing the limits of your perception. You think that you can do 150-pound bench press for four reps, but your goal was 6. You physically think that you can't do it. Now, if you have a proper spotter behind you, the spotter will not lift the weight for you, but just maintain the place that you're at so the bar doesn't go backwards. Now, let's take a bench press, for example, okay? Perfect example. You're coming up with a bench press. You have 150 pounds. You can do 4 by yourself, no problem. You think you can do 6, but you're not sure. Your brain will automatically do the 4 by itself, but is capable of doing the 6. Your body, your physical body, is capable of doing 4. It's capable of is going to do 4, but it's capable of doing 8. Let me explain. The muscular system, the muscles that surround the shoulder joint, well, just the shoulder joint. These are big, strong muscles. They're capable of lifting in total 100 kilos, 100 kilos each arm. 100 kilos each arm. In total, I'm talking about pec, shoulder, 3 shoulder muscles, biceps, triceps, lat, shoulder blade, trap, spine, everything. So everything from here to the back to here to here. Okay. I'd say about 150 pounds each arm. So in total, you can potentially lift 300 pounds. The brain will subconsciously say, I'm not strong enough to do it. So I'm not going to fire all the muscle fibers. I'm just going to fire what I like, how I feel is comfortable. Now we have to be careful with what I'm about to say, because it can be dangerous, because if you have an imbalance somewhere, you will hurt yourself. Or if you have any form of doubt, you will hurt yourself. So I need to be careful and just say, sometimes the brain is important for you not to push that amount of weight, that amount of mass. But you are capable of pushing that amount of mass. And mass for repetitions, what I'm talking about is 150 pounds for 8 reps. What the body is physically capable of and what the mind thinks it's capable of are 2 different things. I'm not saying lift, 150 pounds. If you can lift 100 pounds 4 times by yourself and you need a spot for the other 2, lift 150 pounds 8 times. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just do what you feel is going to help you lift somewhere. If you have a spotter, it's even better, because they can push you a little bit further, just a little bit further, taking into consideration any imbalance that you may have or any subconscious doubt. So here's what you do. You have to, your mind and your body have to come to some form of agreement where you can lift that weight, a heavy weight, but not hurt yourself. We'll go back to the original example, 150 pounds for 6 reps. You can do 4 by yourself, no problem. But when the spotter comes in, the spotter's job, the proper job for a spotter, is to not allow that bar to go the opposite direction. They're just supposed to hold it there, give you the ability to move it forward for yourself. The first rep with the spotter, your fingers are there. Second job for the spotter, your finger tips here are involved and maybe here. So it's like a hook. You're not lifting. The spotter's job is not to lift. The spotter's job is to make sure that bar doesn't go down towards the person's chest. And if the person just gives up, then the spotter just lifts it up, racks it back. It's the person's job to get over that psychological barrier of them not being able to think that they can do it. That's the only reason the spotter is there. If the spotter was not there, they wouldn't be able to push that much. But with the spotter, they can push that extra little bit. Okay. So now you're kind of training your brain saying, I have this extra level of safety with a spotter. I can push myself. It's comfortable. It's comfortable for me to push myself further. It's comfortable. So the body will do it. The brain, because the mind and the body will come to a consensus and say, it's comfortable. Body will tell, it's someone's here, they can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it, but you think I can't, but I have this. The brain's like, yeah, okay, I gotcha. Let's do it. What ends up happening is that you start to get, the brain will feel this sense of euphoria. Say, oh my God, I got this. I did all this amazing work by myself. This was great. I feel so good. And you start to feel like you're like you're Hercules kind of thing, and you're floating in space. And it's all normal because you get, like I said in the beginning, you got all the serotonin flooding through your brain. You got all these happy-go-lucky chemicals in your brain, and now you've blown by this new barrier, and you're feeling confident. You're feeling good. You're feeling happy. So this is all good stuff, right? So the challenge for this week is simple. I want you to try to go heavy. As heavy, whatever heavy means to you. And I'm not saying, if you've been bench pressing if you've been bench pressing 50 pounds, I'm not saying to go bench press 250 pounds. If you're comfortable benching 50 pounds, I want you to push yourself and bench press 75 pounds. Push yourself in that way. And with the dumbbells, increase the mass by 5 to 10 pounds, 5 pounds. Push yourself a little bit. Don't fall into that comfort zone. You want to be comfortable, but you also want to be challenged. And if you're finding, one trick that I've always used when I'm doing this is I'm using the negative, hateful, angry talk that I have for myself, and I utilize that while I'm doing my sets, while I'm doing my work, my reps. You won't believe how much that helps. I'm not saying, go into the gym and start swearing at yourself. Inside your head, start swearing at yourself. Tell yourself you can't do it. You can't do it. You're a weakling. You'll never amount to anything. And use that anger, that angry, hateful, negative self-talk in a positive way. by pushing yourself forward, by pushing you through those barriers that you think that you can't get there. It's a fun little challenge. Just don't verbalize it while you're at the gym. That's the only thing that I ask you is just don't verbalize it. People will look at you like you're insane. I don't verbalize. I just give myself a nasty look in the mirror. Inside my head, I'm talking all this nasty stuff to myself. Tomorrow, tomorrow we're going to go into the recent past, and where I'm going to be talking about my experience, my recent experience moving down here to Florida, and how it had a negative effect on me, and how the gym actually helped. I don't want to say help me get over it because I'm still in and out. It's helping me manage this even better. Uh, Again, thank you for watching this episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and share this if you're watching this on YouTube or on Rumble. If you're listening to this on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, iHeartRadio, or whatever streaming service you use, please give us a 5-star rating and a positive review, as it will help us reach out to more people that are suffering from mental health issues. But before you go, I'd like to invite you to keep this conversation going by signing up to your free account at PodInBox. Over the years, we have discovered that in order for us to achieve the greatness that we're destined for, we can't do it alone. So in order for you to find your place back in this world, we've come across this amazing tool called PodInBox, where we can get together and discuss this topic even deeper. All you have to do is click on the link in the show notes and sign up for your free account and find out for yourself how, how powerful community really is. Until tomorrow, you guys have an awesome day.